Welcome to the podcast for Lose Yourself Part 1. Tonight featured the beginning of the anticipated Miss O and Sav relationship, the introduction of Mo, more on Jake, Claire, and Eli, and Jenna returning to Degrassi. I don't really understand what exactly is taking place between Casey and Marisol. It feels like one of the most awkward relationships. I don't even know what to consider it. I don't know if they're actually, are they hooking up, are they just having a good time because, Casey's making this big deal out of it, but yet I don't really see anything that wrong that they're doing other than the sense that he is choosing to spend time with her over Jenna, which is wrong, but in terms of, relationship and stuff, they're just friends, they're, hanging out, so I'm not quite sure what is happening with that, but I can't wait for, it to blow up and Jenna to really find out everything, what's been going on. About Jenna in this episode, I guess Degrassi allows you to only go to school part-time, even in high school. I didn't think that was allowed anywhere, but then again, this is Canada and TV, so it is what it is. Or maybe there's just a special exception for students who have children. But either way, I did like that even though she is back at school, she's still having a hard time, and that it wasn't an easy transfer for her. I figured probably that Casey's mom would end up taking care of the baby and Jenna would go back to school full time, but there still seems to be struggles, which is natural, and that's how it's going to be in a situation like this, and I'm glad that they are showing this side of it and not making it, happy ending. And now, especially with Jenna and Casey possibly losing their child, I have to say that the last scene in the hospital with Casey and Jenna was very good. Normally between them, I don't really sense a lot of emotion, and the acting is average at best, but I thought this scene was really well done. I enjoyed the two of them, going back and forth, and definitely some great lines, great moments, and great acting. Very intense. The Sav and Miss O storyline, I am anticipating this, as are many others. We haven't had a real teacher relationship in a long time. This one is now between a male student and not a female student like Paige and Mr. O from many years ago, for those of you who have been watching for a long time. Also in this plot, they introduced Mo, a new recurring character who I cannot stand, and I hate him, and I want to get rid of him as soon as possible, please. There's not a whole lot to discuss on this front. I do like the concept of Sav and Jenna, working together and doing a song. Everyone's scores sounded good. They're very cool. It's a cool concept to do. And I like that Sav mentioned many popular movie scores, including The Social Network, which recently won some big awards, and that is a great score. If you like the kind of stuff you heard from Mo and Sav in the show, you should definitely check out The Social Network score. And I am very excited to see what's going to happen tomorrow night and how far this possible relationship may go. It's definitely an interesting concept, and I can't wait to see it play out, as long as we get as little as possible of Mo. And finally, we had the whole continuing Jake, Claire, Eli situation. The Eli and Claire scene after Fiona left was another great one between them. I don't know what exactly Eli has planned. It sounds kind of like he might kind of has some plans for Jake, because as we know in the previous episode, Eli said he still does have feelings for Claire, so he's gonna try and get her back. But what is he going to do, to Jake, if anything? I'm very anxious to see what's gonna happen to that. Also, I loved towards the beginning of the episode over the PA system when they said based on a true story. We now know the names of the other characters. Fitz was changed to Fritz, which brings up the question now, who is going to play Fitz in this? I have no clue who will be playing Fitz. Thanks for listening to the podcast. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all tomorrow.